talking. That's how we're going to do it today. Um, mhm. And let me do this. Okay. All right. Okay, Dr. Juliet, Anna just asked me if you can talk more about your activities, about your work, and because people in Balkan, we don't know anything about this type of, how I would say, activism.
Would you like me to talk about the how MK Ultra got started in America and how it spread around the world and where it came from? And I should start from there, I think.
Okay, let me ask Ana. Ana, Juliet pita da li ona želi da počne o tome kako je MK Ultra program nastao i kako se raširio po svetu. Okay. All right. Yes, we would like you to talk about this, but Anna emphasized if we can talk, if you can talk in very simple ways so the regular people can understand, like broadwide.
Okay, I'll do my best here. My name is Dr. Juliet Engel. I'm an American physician, but I'm also a survivor of the MK Ultra mind control program, which was started by the CIA in 1953. I'm 76.
Okay. Let me transfer. Sorry. I just want to translate.
Oh, sure.
Is that okay?
Yeah.
Anna, she said she's a survivor of MK.
You're speaking English.
Yeah, sorry. It's my first time doing this. Ana, Juliet kaže da je ona doktor, ali da je takođe preživela MK Ultra program koji je počeo u Americi. Which year? 1953? 1953. godine. Okay, can we say, you can keep going? And then I can translate.
So you want me to stop?
Yes.
With every thought?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm 76 years old, so I was one of the first American children who was taken into the MK Ultra program, which was the beginning of government-sanctioned trafficking of children.
Wow, okay. Ana, ona kaže da je ona ima 76 godina i da je ona bila prva žrtva tog MK Ultra programa koji je vlada započela tada u Americi. Okay, Anna wants to ask you, what is the purpose of that program?
It was begun in 1953 after a group of American intelligence officers were in Nuremberg during the Nazi trials, and they came into contact with the Nazis who had conducted the experiments on children, mind control and population control experiments on children in the concentration camps during the war.
Okay. Ana, ona kaže da je ovaj program započet u Nirnbergu preko nirnberških doktora, naci doktora, i to je bio program koji je predviđen za kontrolu uma dece i odraslih ljudi.
And instead of these Nazis were convicted of war crimes and were sentenced to be executed, but instead they made a deal with the Americans who became the CIA to come to the United States and teach them how to use their technology and their discoveries and gave them access to American children, and eventually created the MK Ultra program in 1953, which was meant to program American children. And the MK in the MK Ultra stands for Mein Kampf. This was a Himmler system of mind control, and they should have hung those Nazis. They should have destroyed the research, but they brought it to the United States and used it.
Mhm. Ok, Ana, ona kaže da su nacisti izbegli Ninberški sud i na taj način su došli u Ameriku i Amerikanci su tada kreirali CIA-u i njihov, znači svrha je bila da se da CIA, američka CIA iskoristi znanje tih ninberških naučnika za kontrolu uma kod dece i taj mind control u stvari znači predstavlja Mein Kampf, knjiga Hitlerova, poznata knjiga. Okay. Dr. Juliet, can you even imagine about the number of the children who were involved into this kind of program?
Well, at first they took in the children, their own children. So it was the CIA formed in 1947. Mm-hmm. They created the MK Ultra program in 1953 after they brought the Nazis to the United States. This was happening in other countries as well, but in my case, it was the Nazi scientists. About 1,500 were brought to the United States, taken to Huntsville, Alabama, and then placed around the United States and given unlimited access and funding. And the first children in the program were the children of the intelligence officers, high-ranking Navy. These were the children who were supposed to become the future leaders of America, and that was my group, because my uncle was one of the founders of the National Security Agency. So by the time I was 6, I was in the program. Mm-hmm. I'll talk about more in the next translation batch.
Sure, I'll translate now. Ana, ona kaže da su, znači CIA je formirana 47. godine, a MK Ultra 53. godine i da je 1500 naučnika došlo u Ameriku. Oni su dobili neograničen znači pristup novcu. To su uglavnom bili Navy ili vojne strukture i to su bili predviđena deca od vodećih lidera koja treba da budu u stvari budući lideri u Americi. Did you say your father or your uncle was?
My uncle, but my father was also involved. And
Ona kaže da je njen ujak formirao nacionalnu bezbednosnu agenciju, ali je također i njen otac bio uključen u to. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Anna is asking if these children stayed alive, as she understood they were trained to become world leaders.
Yes, that's true. And the requirement for becoming a world leader, for being rewarded, for becoming rich and famous and powerful, was to give up your soul. And this was the secret technology that came from the Nazis, because their focus was always on removing human souls, replacing human souls, because they identified the human soul as the source of creative energy and thought. And people that gave up their soul then went on to become the world leaders. And this happened in multiple countries.
Mm-hmm. Ok, ona kaže da se ovo dešavalo u mnogim zemljama i da su ta deca u stvari morala da se na neki način odreknu svoje duše da bi mogli da budu vođi, da budu deo tog sistema.
And most children did not survive. The
Većin,
estimates are that only less than 10% survived the program.
wow.
Yeah, it involved torture, starvation, physical torture, sexual torture, psychological torture, and most children died or became mentally unstable.
Wow. Ana, ona kaže da većinu tog programa deca nisu preživela, da je samo 10% dece preživelo, jer je taj program uključivao veoma veliko nasilje, torturu, izgladnjivanje i druge razne oblike mučenja.
And in the mid 1960s, they realized they were killing too many American children, and that if any of us survived and grew up, that we would be able to sue them for violations of our rights under the American Constitution. And so they started bringing in foreign children. So then the numbers really increased, and they were bringing hundreds of thousands of children into the United States from anywhere there was a war, a conflict. Parents are separated from their children, fathers die, anywhere they can get children. And they were brought across the border. And by 1976, Congress identified that there were over 150 sites inside the United States that were conducting this program, which meant that there were tens of thousands of children in this program, most of them foreign children.
Wow.
So I can, you're looking for stolen babies.
Yes, exactly. Okay, let me translate this to Anna. Anna, Juliet kaže da je 60-ih godina oni su shvatili da je mnogo dece ubijeno i shvatili su da ta deca mogu da ih tuže zbog narušavanja osnovnih njihovih prava. Tako da su oni počeli naglo da dovode decu iz drugih zemalja. Od 1976. godine oni su počeli da dovoze preko više desetina hiljada dece iz drugih zemalja, upravo iz istih razloga, za istu svrhu. Okay. Juliet, have you ever heard about mothers from Eastern Europe, hundreds and thousands, that they're searching for their stolen children from the birth? From former Yugoslavia as well.
Yes, and from Russia and from Ukraine and from anywhere there's been conflict. But I think during the wars in the former Yugoslavia, I think many children were trafficked. And it's been so hard to trace. I've been trying to trace the children coming in, but I think that our entire Black operations in the world are funded by the trafficking and sale of children.
Okay, you mean it was hard to track how they're moving around?
Yes, because it's state sponsored.
Oh,
There is no doubt that the governments are involved in all of these countries.
Okay, let me say to Anna. She said, yes, she's aware of that hundreds and thousands of mothers from Russia, Ukraine, and all other countries in Europe are searching for their stolen children. And she said, you? Yes, I started English. Ana, jesi me razumela? Ok, ona je rekla da je upućena u znači to da mnoge majke u Rusiji, Ukrajini i Istočnoj Evropi traže decu. Zatim je rekla da je veoma teško za nju bilo da ih locira i da ih prati zato što su ti programi bili finansirani od strane države.
And I should say it's also a problem inside the United States. Our children are also being stolen and trafficked.
Ok. I također je rekla da je ovo isti problem i za decu u Americi, jer su američka deca isto na isti način znači ih oduzimaju od roditelja i za istu svrhu, za isti cilj. Mm-hmm. Okay, Anna want to state that the children who were stolen from the birth were presented as they were died. The baby died to the parents. This is how the doctors presented them. So they discovered many years later that the doctors basically lied to them. And this is what they recently discovered, that their children might be alive. So
yeah, that's done here as well. The Child Protective Services will take children with any excuse, and then the children disappear inside the system, and the parents can't find them. Then usually they know the children are alive, but they don't know where they are, who has them, what's happening to them. And this is how Americans are becoming aware that it's actually the government doing this. So,
you mean they're doing this to the babies in the hospitals right now?
Yes, on any excuse, even false excuses, even using fake names, claiming that the parents are someone that they aren't. And then the child, they say, oh, this isn't your child. This child has a different name. And that's going on all over the country through it's called Child Protective Services. And so it's a huge problem, and Americans are becoming aware of the fact that it's the government doing this, which is why when you report a missing child, or you try to find your child, or you try to get police help, you don't.
This is very shocking for me because I never heard that this happened in the hospitals in US, because I know how they are very well protected.
Some are. It depends on who you are. I saw your the YouTube video you had on stolen babies, and it talked about, these are people from the country who aren't well educated. They come into the city, they don't know anybody. They come to a respectable birth center, they do everything right, and then the baby disappears and they have no recourse. If you're a powerful person and you go into the American hospital and your family's all there and you're protected, it's not going to happen. If you go in there as a single mom or a couple from the country who's poor, or maybe one of the parents is an alcoholic or something, which is no reason to take the child. It's yes, and it happens happening? And it's happening all over this country. And people are getting really upset and furious about it. So that, and in the meantime, over the past 2 years, over 500,000 children and babies, foreign babies, have been smuggled into the United States by the State Department. And I'll let you translate that.
Ok. Ona kaže da se to isto potpuno ovde dešava u Americi. Ja sam sad šokirana sa ovim. Da se deca otimaju iz porodilišta na isti način. Ja sam pitala kako je to moguće. Ona kaže da su to ugrožene kategorije stanovništva, uglavnom ljudi koji su siromašni ili koji nemaju nikog u tim većim gradovima. na taj način ih zloupotrebljavaju i na taj način im otimaju decu. I ona kaže da je na taj način postoji znači pola miliona dece koja su ušla u Ameriku isto i koja se na taj način trafikuju ovde unutar Sjedinjenih Američkih Država. Anna is asking, are there any government official documents about these abduction of children, like as babies in the hospitals?
Oh, there's quite a few. People have been writing about it for years. I'm trying to think. I'll look for some of the best and send them to you. I can't think immediately.
Okay.
Mostly I deal with people who are reporting their cases, but yeah, there's many cases, and there's been testimony in Congress. There have been whistleblowers coming forward from the State Department who have said flat out that it's the State Department that's bringing hundreds of thousands of children per year over the border, and they say they're all from Mexico. Of course, they aren't. You know, it's they're coming from anywhere there's a conflict or poverty, or I'm sure many are coming from Ukraine now that so many men are being killed. So they'll just take the whole family and sell them into human trafficking. It's a horrible thing, and it came from the MK Ultra program, because you had the people who gave up their souls basically and have no moral compass and are completely led by the programmers who were promoted into the State Department and became the people that run our government now. So they don't see anything wrong with this. To them, it's business.
Wow. Okay, let me translate. Anna, she said that...
You're in English.
Oh, thank you. Ana, ona kaže da postoji nekoliko izvora o dokumentaciji, ali da ona će da potraži to, pa kada nađe ona može da mi pošalje. Takođe kaže da je u Kongresu su se pojavili whistleblowers ili ovi uzbunjivači koji su bukvalno znači koji su izneli ovaj problem i oni kažu da na godišnjem nivou nekoliko stotina hiljada dece svake godine uđe u Ameriku za u svrhu trafikinga, ali mislim oni misle da je to kao da ta deca dolaze iz Meksika, ali to nije tačno. Juliet navodi da su ta deca mogu biti bilo dakle čak i iz Amerike i kaže da ti ljudi koji to rade da je to u stvari nastavak tog MK Ultra programa, da ti ljudi su izgubili dušu i da je za njih ovo samo brojka, samo biznis. Tako da oni koji vode ovaj program nemaju nikakav problem s tim što rade. Okay. Anna? Okay. Anna said, Anna want to mention that that she founded an organization of the parents who are searching for missing children, and they have documentation that children who were presented as dead children, actually they were not dead. They were sold to the U.S. and other countries, and they have also documentation about that. She also wants to ask you because you mentioned you spent 10 years in Soviet Union, and she wants to ask you if you ever seen this practice over there that they're stealing and selling the small babies. Have you ever had any issues with government for your own safety? Like, did you have any trouble, or have you ever been arrested over there, or did you have or were you able to stop this crime, to stop this crime, or how was your experience over there with this
I
system?
I was working in Russia for 20 years. I lived there for 10
Mhm,
years and ran the Angel Coalition, which was the underground railroad that rescued trafficking victims,
mhm,
and was able to work with wonderful groups from around Russia and Eastern Europe, and um, we helped write laws to protect infants in Russia. And we found
mhm,
the government there was very helpful. So I
mhm,
had a lot of protection in Russia, not in Ukraine. Ukraine was I tried to work in Ukraine as well, but it was much more dangerous. Um, and they were less interested in protecting babies. But the Russian government
mhm,
became very supportive and has supported programs all over Russia to start family values and to protect children and protect families. So I
mhm.
was better protected in Russia than I am here, which is the U.S. Do you want to translate that? That was kind
Yes,
of a lot.
yes. Ana, ona kaže da je 20 godina živela i 10 godina radila u Rusiji i da je oformila tu anđelsku koaliciju za spašavanje dece. Napisali su zakon koji je država Rusija prihvatila i ona je više bila zaštićena u Rusiji nego u Ukrajini. Čak kaže da je više zaštićena bila u Rusiji nego ovdje u Americi. Sada trenutno.
And we never took children out of the country. We weren't involved with adoption or our programs revolved around keeping children in their own country and
Ok.
fostering adoption, you know.
Aha, ok. Ana, ona kaže da njihov program nikad nije uključivao usvajanje dece, naročito izvan zemlje, nego je njihov program je bio sveden na to da se deca vraćaju porodicama i briga o deci unutar države. Dobro. Mhm. Za internacionalno usvajanje, jel? Aha, u Ameriku. To je neki novi zakon, 2014. Jel? Okay, Anna wants to ask you, Juliet, about the law. Can you check? Jel me čuješ? Okay. Okay, Anna wants to ask you, Juliet, about the law that was brought in 2014 in Russia about the law state that it's prohibited for children to be adopted worldwide, internationally. She wants to ask you if that was your effort and accomplishment.
We had proposed that they do more careful screening. They were letting children just go, and children were being found trafficked and sold, and they needed to take control of it. That's what we proposed, is they had much tighter screening, which they did implement, and it actually is possible to adopt, but you have to go through a much tighter process. That's where we came in. They asked us because I'm American, so they were asking, and I said, just because they get to America doesn't mean things are good. So, but if you screen carefully and follow up and work through legitimate agencies, it can be a good thing. So that was the purpose of that law. They had to clamp down because otherwise they couldn't control the number of children leaving the country. Ukraine did the opposite. They became more liberal, and I think that their trafficking problem increased.
Okay. Ana, ona kaže da je njena uloga u svemu to bilo da više da se obrati pažnja na da bude to detaljnije ispitano, taj sam proces usvajanja i da se bukvalno prolazi kroz malo veće kontrole. Ona čak kaže da nema ništa protiv usvajanja ako je sve regularno, ali zato je taj zakon i donet 2014. godine, jer oni nisu mogli da kontrolišu taj broj dece koje je izlazio. I ona kaže da je u Ukrajini potpuno suprotno se dešavalo zbog liberalnih događaja.
And
Anna wants to ask Juliet about this MK Ultra program. How much is spread worldwide and how much you are able to inform audience about this issue and stop this horrific program keep going on?
Well, last December 2024, for the first time, the CIA released 1,200 documents in which they admitted to doing this program. So that's where, when I say it was founded this date and created this date, this is coming from their own documents, which we've only had access to for 1 year. So in the United States, thousands of people are becoming aware that the CIA has finally said that, yes, this happened. Yes, we did this. Yes, you were tortured as a child. Yes, part of the programming is that you remember nothing through drugs and trauma. Your memory is gone, and my memory was gone for years. But this is happening all over the country. So I did the math with some of the other survivors because I'm 76. I'm one of the oldest ones that survived through the program, and we did the numbers, and there had to be at least 300,000 survivors. If you say that 10% survived, and you take the numbers of how many program sites, how many people, how much money was put into each site, what we know about. So just in the United States, there have to be at least 300,000 living survivors. A percentage of those will have no souls and they'll be running the government. And the rest are like me, sort of out there.
Wow, yeah. Okay, let me translate. Ana, ona kaže da je prošlog decembra 2024. godine CIA je u stvari objavila 12.000 dokumenata o tom programu. Znači oni su to javno objavili i ljudi su postali, znači postoje hiljade preživelih u tom programu i sve više i više ljudi je upućeno u to. Znači evo, neka statistika pokazuje postoji 300.000 preživelih, ali ako se uzme u obzir da je to nekih 10% koji su preživeli to, onda se govori o mnogo većem broju dece koja su bila uključena u te strašne programe. Također njima je rađeno je na tome da im se blokiraju sve memorije iz detinjstva, tako da većina te dece se ne sjeća ničega iz detinjstva i također su bili oni su ih drogirali, znači koristili su vjerojatno LSD drugs. I assume. Pretpostavljam LSD, right?
Yes, and LSD was evolved into Prozac.
And LSD, kaže, droge su evoluirale od Prozaca. To je, that's a popular drug that psychiatrists use.
It's the most popular drug in the world, and the whole purpose of it was mind control of the population. So they wanted to get the entire world population on a drug that would make them stupid.
Okay.
That's what they did.
Wow. Da, ona kaže da je to bio znači, svetski program da se ljudi zaglupe na taj način koristeći što više tih lekova pod nazivom Prozac.
And
Anna is asking if this MK Ultra program is still going on nowadays, or is it stopped?
No, and it's gotten worse and worse because of computers and media and smartphones, and they control media, they control government, they control education, the Department of Education. So we're going to have to take back the education of children. So now public schools in America have become MK Ultra sites. So the population is getting more manipulatable and more stupid. And Americans are aware of this, and we're figuring out what to do about this. This has to be stopped. But we've got something like 60% of the population is on Prozac. They're no good.
Wow, unbelievable. Okay, let me translate this. Ana, ona kaže da taj program nije zaustavljen i da je danas još gori upravo zbog pojave mobilnih telefona, medija. Također su škole uključene, znači državne škole su u stvari sajtovi MK Ultra programa. To ona kaže i da postoji, znači oni se bore protiv toga, postoji saznanje o tome, svesni su toga, ali isto je svesna također činjenice da 60% stanovništva je u stvari na tim lekovima, Prozacu. Okay. So Anna wants to tell you that she's planning to organize international congress in Belgrade as an awareness against crime, to be aware of the crime against the children and to stop trafficking the children. And she was wondering if you will be able to come to join her congress. She would provide accommodation and also the food. The only you would have to pay is for the flight tickets.
Yeah, I would be very interested in coming.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
No,
Great. Mhm. Ana, ona kaže da bi bila veoma zainteresovana da dođe na takav kongres. Okay. Anna said that would be very she'll be very happy if you can come because it's very important for our part of the country and people to be aware about this issue because many children were missing from our countries and people are still not aware of this program and this issue.
and I wanted to add that MK Ultra was started in the US, but it was also started in the UK. They took some of the Nazi scientists. Russia took about half of them, and they
Mm-hmm.
started their own program, which probably spread throughout the area of Soviet influence. It's very different. I've met people that have been through their program. Also in
Mm-hmm.
South Africa, Australia, Austria, um,
Mm-hmm.
Scotland, Wales.
Mm-hmm.
So it went through, the Five Eyes,
Mm-hmm.
the countries the English speaking countries. So they all are pretty uniform. So they had the
Oh,
same program going. So we're meeting people from Zimbabwe, South Africa, all who were in the program. So
wow.
it's bigger than people realize. Its influence is deadly.
Wow.
We need to wake up and stop this.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Okay, let me translate. Ana, ona kaže da je ovaj program MK Ultra nije samo nastao u Americi, nego je pola naučnika uzela Rusija, a jedan deo je otišao i u Ukrajinu i ti programi su bukvalno rasprostranjeni po celom svetu, više nego što mi možemo i da zamislimo. Spomenula je države kao što su Južna Afrika, Australija, Austrija, Skotland, znači ona kaže znači sve zemlje gde se priča engleski jezik. Okay. Anna wants to ask you about if the same program MK Ultra was running in the Eastern Germany because they found a very tight connection between Eastern Germany and former Yugoslavia about the stolen babies from the hospitals.
Absolutely, yes. Yes, it
Wow.
was. And that's again that comes right from the MK, the Mein Kampf, the Nazi culture.
Mm-hmm.
Those men should have been hung. That all that research should have been destroyed when they had it in their hands in Nuremberg, but they kept it. They used it for their own benefit, and that was evil.
Mm-hmm.
Evil being perpetrated, and the result is what we have now, which is terrible.
Wow. Ok, Ana, ona kaže da, apsolutno da se to dešavalo i tamo i ona kaže da su ta dokumenta koja su naci doktori eksperimentisali, ta dokumenta su trebala da budu potpuno uništena, ali nisu, nego su se oni koristili za dalje eksploataciju i za sve ostale grozne stvari koje ne treba da se dešavaju. Mhm. Mhm. Okay, Anna wants to ask you if So, in what kind of institutions were involved in this kind of program? So, where the children were trained, was that hospitals, police stations, camps, or maybe some family houses?
Well, a lot of my training as a child took place in Disneyland. Uh, Disneyland was the site. I'm sure, there's Disneyland in California that was open in the 1950s, and then
Mhm.
Disney World in Florida opened in the 1970s. But when I was a child, I lived by Disneyland. So that was one of the sites. There were churches, there were missions. California has mission compounds. They used schools, universities, hospitals. Um, and I will send you the links to the documents that the CIA released, and you can see a lot of these sites. You can see
Oh.
how they would go to a university and rent an entire building, give the
Mhm.
university a lot of money, and say
Mhm.
you stay out of this building.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
they did that all over the country, and hundreds of sites. In 1976, it was documented by Congress that there were 150 sites and 85 universities were involved.
Wow.
And that was 50 years ago, So
Wow.
multiply
Yes.
that by 10, I think now.
Mhm. Ok, Ana, ona kaže da njen program, taj tortura, se dešavao u Disneylandu. Zamislite. Znači, u Disneylandu, zatim dešavao se u crkvama, u školama, univerzitetima. Ti ljudi su mogli da izrentaju, na primjer, zgradu u nekom univerzitetu i da tu vrše te programe. Ona kaže da postoji link, da može da nam pošalje link gde su oni objavili sve te sajtove, sva ta mesta gde su se održavali ti programi. Ima 150 sajtova i 85 univerziteta je bilo uključeno u ove programe. To se dešavalo znači pre 50 godina. To je Kongres već objavio. Opa, okay. Juliet, Anna wants to ask you if these children were prepared they were tortured and basically prepared for the new world government, and she's asking if this has any connection with the COVID 2019.
With the what?
With the COVID 2019.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
From the 1950s, this
Mm-hmm.
group was planning a pandemic because
Mm-hmm.
one of their major goals was to reduce the world population by 90%. And so they were
Mm-hmm.
experimenting with mRNA. It's really the vaccines. The COVID, it doesn't even exist. It's the
Mm-hmm.
vaccine. And the man who ran the MK Ultra program is named Sidney Gottlieb, and he was
Mm-hmm.
hired from the CIA Technical Services, and he was known as the head poisoner of the CIA, and he was a specialist in mRNA technology. And he concluded that mRNA was no good for vaccines, but it was a great bioweapon because it caused, if it didn't kill you outright, it caused immuno uh, depression of your immune system and development of cancers. And that's what we're
Mm-hmm.
seeing. So
Mm-hmm.
you had to make the population stupid enough that they would take something that was deadly poison, which they did,
Mm-hmm.
and now we're seeing the results, which is people dropping dead of cancer all over the place at young ages.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. It's all in this. It's in the documents. It's um, something they planned for years, 50 years.
Oh, wow. Okay, let me translate. Ana, ona kaže da je ovo potpuno znači povezano i da je čak od 1950. godine ova pandemija bukvalno planirana i pripremljena i njihov cilj je bio da 90% stanovništva unište na planeti. Ona kaže da je Sidney Godley, on je bio CIA tehnik, znači on je vodio tu operaciju i on je upravo, ona upravo spominje ovdje neku mRNA tehnologiju koja je idealno biološko oružje protiv imunog sistema i zato danas imamo jako mnogo ljudi mladih ljudi koji umiru od kancera i mnogih drugih bolesti. Mhm. Anna is asking how many families are controlling this program worldwide, in the whole world. How many
We're,
families, yeah, are involved?
we're trying to figure that out. My opinion is that they've lost control of it.
Wow.
It's divided into like little sections. You've got warring sections. You've got no clear idea going forward except people programmed to kill other people. I think it's creating chaos, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't found any great mind at the top.
Mm-hmm.
And I've looked all my life. I have not.
Mm-hmm.
I've met a lot of the people that they say, "Oh, they control it," and I think, no, they don't. They're not smart enough.
Mm-hmm.
So I think I think it started with a group, small, tight group,
Mm-hmm.
and went out of control, and now
Oh,
it's
okay.
become its own monster.
Okay. Let me
But that's
translate.
just my theory.
Okay, okay. Ana, ona kaže da ona pokušava da shvati koliko je porodica umešano, ali ona misli da je počelo sa vrlo malim brojem, ali da je taj broj sada bukvalno jako mnogo narastao i da je to sada jedno čudovište koje je bukvalno teško zaustaviti. Ona kaže da ona za sada još uvek nije našla nikog na vrhu nekog ko bi mogao, ona kaže great mind, neko sa pozitivnim umom da to može da zaustavi. Mhm. Okay. Anna said that she's very happy that she met you and she would be very glad to stay with you in the same side to fight against this horrible evil who basically wants to represent themselves as a god on a planet, which they are not.
Excellent. Yarada.
Ok, i ona se slaže, Ana. Kaže da je odlično. Mhm. Mhm. Okay. Um, yeah, Anna said like this was our first introduction, our first hour. We wanted to get to know each other, and she would like to know about your time if you're available, for example, once a month. To talk with us, and you can choose the topic about the incidents that happened in your life, and also spread the word about from your point of view to our audience as well.
Sure, we can go month by month.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd also like to ask, when is the conference planned? Does she have a
Mm-hmm.
date or a time or
Mm-hmm.
approximation?
Ok. Ana, ona kaže da možemo se čuti jednomesečno i zanima je kada planiraš konferenciju u kom periodu? Mm-hmm. Okay, Anna said that she's waiting first for scientific research to be published, which is going to be published in May 2026 this year. And then after that scientific research, is going to be she will be able to speak in public about this, and she can also include you and your story because this is the crime against the humanity and against the children. And it depends, the date for our conference depends on the scientific research that we are waiting to be published by many scientists who are working on it
Excellent.
right now.
Excellent.
Mhm.
I'd like to have that when it comes out.
Okay.
And I will send you the links. There have been 2 releases of CIA documents. Of course, they're in
Okay.
English, but there it is. They've admitted
Mhm.
to everything. So, and this is new. They have denied it up until now. So
Mm.
this changed everything this year. So
Wow, that's amazing.
it's a
It
very
seems
good
like a
time.
great timing
Yeah, I know.
for us to connect. Wow.
It's
And
God's timing. Everything
yeah,
that works is God's timing.
exactly. Ana, ona kaže da je potpuno da želi bukvalno da joj pošaljemo taj naučni rad čim bude gotov. I ona kaže da je CIA bukvalno objavila ovo pre godinu dana, tako da je ovo odlično vreme da se bukvalno spojimo u ovoj priči. Mhm. 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 Da. Okay. Juliet, Anna said she pointed out she said about the scientific research she first needs to ask for permission for scientists if she can share the research before they publish. She's going to ask them first, and if they say if they give permission, then she can send you for your own records to keep it just for yourself, not by anybody else for now. And also, she pointed out about her book. She wants to show you, um, um, and based on her book, if you had the time to go through it, and she would like to know if you can find out any documentation from the institutions who brought the children from after the World War II from ex-Yugoslavia to U.S.
I can tell you that we've not been able to get any documentation, and we've been trying for years because it's top secret. Wonder if I can show you. I don't know how to show you. I got a list of how our government puts the uh, labels its information, and anything about baby trafficking or human trafficking or targeting of individuals is 17 security levels above the president, which means
Yeah.
that nobody even knows who has access to the documentation, but we can't get it. So that's been the problem for all human trafficking survivors inside the United States, is that
Mhm.
it's above top secret only because they're doing it,
Yeah. Wow.
and have no interest in helping us at all. But we're working on that. There's an organization called Targeted Justice that's working on getting all that declassified.
Mm-hmm.
And
To classify. Okay. Okay.
when that happens, then we'll get it.
Targeted justice when they can find out.
They're working on it now.
They're working on it. Okay.
They're
Good.
in Congress even today trying to get it, but it's with Venezuela now and all the crazy things that are going on
Uh-huh.
in our country, it's hard to get their attention,
Uh-huh.
which is good in a way because then they're not watching us.
Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, let me translate. Ana, ona kaže da je potpuno nemoguće doći do bilo kakve dokumentacije. Ona kaže da je to regulisano kao top tajna. I da postoji nekoliko 17 sigurnosnih nivoa iznad predsjednika koji kontrolišu koji dokumenti mogu uopšte da se pronađu. I ona kaže da su sve žrtve trafikinga, znači bilo da su to deca, ljudi, žene, da svi imaju isti problem da dođu do dokumentacije. Kažu da sada postoji neka targeted justice i da oni rade u kongresu da vrše velike napore da dođu do tih dokumenta. Ok, dobro, odlično, važi, sad ću je to preneti.
Can you
Angel?
can you allow me to share, and I'll show you why. Can you turn it on?
Turn it on. Which one?
You give me permission to share with you.
Oh, okay. Let me see. Sorry. Captions. So I can do this on settings, right?
I think if you see that green button at the bottom that says share.
Yes.
I think since you're the host, push that and see if you can give permission.
Share. Okay. Zoom docs. Okay. So I have Zoom docs, Zoom whiteboards, photos, image from file, share camera, document, website. So I have to choose which one do you want me?
Maybe that's not it. I
Mm,
sent you a request. You don't see it to share?
yeah, I don't see it right now. Let me
Okay,
see.
I'll send you the document and you can share it with Anna, but it shows you where all this information is classified in our government, and even the president can't get this information.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, you can send me on the email and I can transfer to her.
Yeah, I'll send you
Um,
that and the links to the documents, and I'll also send you the latest. Our government puts out a trafficking in persons report, and in it they claim the U.S. has no trafficking at all. It's a
oh,
total
wow.
lie, complete lie, but it means that it puts the lid on any effort by anyone in this country to do anything about it.
Mm-hmm,
So
mm-hmm.
I'll send you that too. It's a complete lie.
Wow. Okay, great. Yeah, that would be great for me to have it, and I'll send it to Anna. Anna said that she's pretty sure that with all your effort, that you're going to be able to change this and make
I
a
sure
difference.
hope so. I sure hope
Yeah.
so. I'm 76. I feel like I'm coming to the, I better do it soon.
Yes, yes, I completely agree with you. We have to believe that this is possible and
If God wills it.
keep going to never stop. Yeah. Ok, Ana, šta si mi još, nešto sam zaboravila. Jesam još nešto rekla? Dobro. Dobro. Anna wants to thank you for giving us your time. And she also wants to, she's going to send you the link about this, our conversation today. And she would like to get in touch with you. And we can keep going this way if you're
Yes.
interested.
Yes, please. I'm so glad to meet you, Anna. Bye bye. I'll send you everything today, Giovanna.
Thank you so much, Juliet. And hopefully I'll figure this out about the Zoom meeting so we can be more efficient.
Yeah, we'll get better at it over time.